Yeah, yeah.
That we can jump into it, man. As far as Apple's, it says Apple's top of the line computer costs more than the BMW. I wanted to read this first little excerpt, this first line from the article. It says BMW, the maker of many fine luxury automobiles, often refers to its cars as the ultimate driving machine. Comparatively, Apple's co-founder Steve Jobs once referred to the computer as a bicycle for the mind. I think that's interesting because, like, you know, overall, Steve Jobs. I mean, he was a master copywriter, right? Like how he put that, how he just said that in itself is something that would sell someone, right? But I think that what's happened over the course of time with Apple is that they've become so much more focused on selling that as far as the fulfillment process and the delivery has been, it hasn't, in my humble but honest opinion, hasn't been up to par with the promises that they make, right? And just the idea, I guess it can be a feat to some to say that they're one of their devices that the common person should use would cost the same as a BMW. Some people will look at that and give them a pat on the back about that. But then it's like, why is this really important? Why what was someone, and we are in the tech industry, right? But like what, I think they said here that it could cost more than $50,000 a MacBook Pro. Like with me being in tech,
not even MacBook Pro, the Mac Pro. That
Mac Pro,
big ass cheese grater.
Yeah, like it's I read it wrong. Yeah, this is the Mac Pro. I mean, what purpose does that really serve? I don't really think it does, man.
It's no consumer purpose at all. That's totally a pro device. I mean, like Apple in general is not like, I mean, they're a technology company, but they're a technology company like how like Lamborghini is a car company. Yeah, I mean, like ain't nobody riding around and like the average people ain't riding around in Lamborghinis left and right. I mean, but Lamborghini makes money off of like concepts and engineering ideology. I mean, like something where they can write a paper on how to improve fuel efficiency on an engine. I mean, and then everybody take that paper and go and improve their engines. I mean, like they get money on like
they have a patent on how to improve. Like
yeah. I mean, they got a patent on how to improve, and like you can take this model out there and use it for yourself, but you want to pay for it. And like the only people that's really buying their cars are the few, because there's only a few of the cars that's out there. Like really, like the iPhone now has become the bottom device of Apple. Yeah, I mean, it's the top seller. It's the top seller, but it's the entry device. Yeah, I mean, like it's like the first step you can take to get anything that's Apple's. I mean, like if you want to Apple anything, that's your entry point, and that's really like that's just to appease to the masses. But like, if you want to get anything else, like a laptop or desktop or this MacBook Pro, you basically got to be a professional or you spending way too much money. I seen somebody, I don't want to put her on blast, but I seen somebody the other day buy her like, I don't want to say she like 8, 9. She might not even be that old, but like bought her daughter a Mac Air. And like, that's cool, but like, I don't believe you're going to get 90% of the benefit out of the Mac Air. Like I mean, they bought it because, it was the rose gold color.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's Apple, so it has a name. I mean, but it definitely like probably. I know she immediately complained about how much it costs. Like it's not worth it really in comparison to all the other things that she could have gotten for the same price point. But it's really it's like a personal value. It's like what do you place that value on, and then. Apple is good at marketing at that. Like they pull at people's heartstrings and their emotions to say like what value do you really place on this based on everything, like based on the pictures that they take. Like I look at this picture now of this Mac Pro, the perfect dimensions of how level it is to the eye line of the Mac picture, and like everything is perfectly cut and laid out. Like they design everything, market everything to a T. And they treat it like that. I wouldn't even consider Apple to be like they say it's worth more than the BMW, but I wouldn't consider it like BMW level. I would say it's like more like a Lamborghini because BMWs you can get everywhere. You can get BMWs everywhere.
I see BMWs everywhere. Like you know what I mean? But like you don't see no Lambos everywhere. And it's like I think you put it perfectly, man. I think people kind of like the iPhone is what we call in marketing, like that's the tripwire. I mean, like they make it's such a compared to all the other things that you have to offer, it's such a low thing. You can almost give it away for free. And in fact, you've seen that where they've talked about giving away devices and stuff like that. But then, you know, they, like you said, they just do an excellent job marketing it. And I think that when you hear stuff like this, it just goes to show that Apple has done a great job creating trophy devices and then selling them as if it's going to be worth more than what the trophy is. It's almost like, you know, how you have it's like exactly you have a trophy and you get it, and it's something where you look at it and it symbolizes like you're able to get it, but it doesn't really serve your purpose. You know what I mean, I would hate
earlier. Status apparatus, bro. It's a status apparatus. I mean, if you don't have a status, you can get this apparatus. I mean, like that's what that joint is, and that entry point is basically like everybody. I mean, I won't say everybody, but a lot because I got one. But like a lot of people that I see that in them, it's like they use it as a point as of part of their personality, as part of like. This is my character. I'm an Apple mindset. You know what I mean? I ain't got time for these things. I'm making moves, baby. Like you ain't going nowhere. But I mean, that's the concept that Apple gives you, and that's what it puts you in. It puts you in that mindset, and most of that comes from Steve Jobs. It's like you know, Steve Jobs used to knock people off their ass for real. Like he wouldn't. Somebody would come around acting like they was top shit. Steve Jobs will put them down. You know what I mean? Like you ain't nothing. You know what I mean?
Why somebody call me Steve Jobs?
Yeah, I mean, let me show you why I got Apple, bro. Let me show you what the deal is. You know what I mean, and like that personality is what everybody loves for real. And being able to get something like an Apple device makes them feel like they got that personality. I mean, they got that swag for real. I mean, and like that's what they do. They able to sell that. Once they realize that that's what they were selling. I mean, they designed their phone to be able to do that job, to be able to say, this is not anything else. Don't touch me, you dirty motherfucker. Get your stanky hands off of me. I'm an Apple user.
Because an Android.
You're Androids. You know what I mean? I'll spit on you, Androids. I mean, like that's what and that's how they act. You know what I mean? Like people be with their you see all the memes everywhere. Oh, you got a green dot.
Right. You know what I'm saying? These green bubble.
I mean, like yeah, boy, you wipe your ass just like me. Your shit stink. Bro.
Yeah.
Like
you can see it, man. That's where they excelling. Like these things, like even an article like this, it sounds like almost like a Apple plant had made this, right? Because they come from Apple. But for those who are part of the who are indoctrinated by Apple, and I gotta watch it too, because I got an Apple device, I have an iPhone, and you be feeling like that sometimes. It's broken messages from these other Android users and stuff. But what happens is that when you hear stuff like this and you're a part of the team, it almost, although you ain't going to afford it, it kind of makes you feel comforted, and it plays on your emotions that like for you to stick with it because they're able to do things like this. Like once you're not able to, you don't have the status and the fortune to be able to blow 60,000 bones on a computer, but the fact that you are associated with a company that has options like that plays on your mind where you feel like you're a part of something that gives you the incentive to stick because you don't want to be on the opposing side, right? And I think really that's just I'll be going deep into really giving away a lot of the marketing tricks, bro, because that's all of what it is. I see, man, is that they are finding a way to look at the intricacies and use that to pull on the heartstrings of those who are maybe on the line of trying to get something, and then trying to as a way to validate those who have already bought into the Apple ideology. So that's all. I mean, because
something like this, just something just like this entry level. Because I'm reading the price points. Like this entry level BMW, they were saying that the 3 Series BMW costs $40,000, and to get the top of the line Apple Mac Pro 28 cores, 1.5 terabytes of memory, 4 terabytes of storage, 2 graphics cards with 32 gigs of storage of RAM on the graphics cards. 50,000. I mean, that's somebody's salary. Yeah, I mean, nobody is doing that unless you work somewhere or you're employed somewhere, or it's your business and you do production level stuff where you need that. It's not a home device at all. I mean, like, but it's all of it is a show device. It's all meant to be like, yo, I'm doing this on this. I mean, and I don't even have to say no more. I don't have to say no more. You don't even need to know what I'm doing. Just know that I got this $50,000 device. Everything else said itself.
Watch out.
Yeah, I mean. And I mean, that's that thing. That's what it do. That's what Apple's for.
Pretty much. But